2. Freeman already over 150 total yards and much more, and a huge touchdown for Atlanta.
Watch Sanu block down. They're going to toss the ball. They crunch the inside part of the defense. They pull the offensive tackle, and they get Freeman outside for a...
Tennessee as they host both the Rams and the Jaguars in weeks 16 and 17. Garoppolo throws one up, and it's a fight for the ball, and it's a catch by Goodwin. Looked like Walden initially came away with it, but they signal that it's Goodwin's football.
Goodwin does a good job kind of fighting back for it. Eric Walden, who has 2 career interceptions, not bad for a guy who's a sack artist. You see, while they're on the ground,
punt, where the Eagles came back to take a lead, and across the middle, this is King. Inside the 20, the 10, and King dives into, did he get to the end zone?
See right here, Tavares King running, does a good job of letting the flyby happen from the 4-yard line. He takes off, and I think that's a touchdown. Absolutely, across the plane with the football. That's that slant route they've been working all day. That time he beat Ronald Darby off the ball inside. Eli put that ball nice in front of him so he can make a smooth transition from catch to run without slowing down.
The hand, and you don't see Rodgers miss that hardly ever.
What a catch by Olsen coming off the touchdown.
Last week with the 3 takeaways against the Vikings to win that big game, and now has come up big on a couple of plays.
And now make it 5 out of 5.
Yep.
Shepard across midfield, still on his feet. And down the sideline goes Sterling Shepard, a 3rd Giants touchdown.
Watch number 85 will come from this angle. He's going to pick off Shepard's guy. 85, Brett Ellison will come into your screen. Right. We'll see it on the next angle right here. See right there. See that? Now that could be called offensive interference. They're in man coverage. You lose sight of it. Poor tackling in the secondary once again, and the Giants take the lead. Good job by Brett Ellison of running his route. The defender ran into him, clearing the way for Sterling Shepard, and all of a sudden he's dancing in the blue end zone.
Across the middle, Smith-Schuster running for that sideline, taking as much as he can, and he breaks away. Now he cuts it up the middle, still on his feet, looking for some help inside the 15 and all the way to the 10-yard line.
This is incredible. It's a crossing route, and he comes underneath real flat, and he gets away.
Richards missed him.
Yes, and Eric Rowe just can't run with him. And Schuster, the rookie, Smith-Schuster, I mean, I can't believe that happened.
I mean, it looked like it was going to be about a 10, 15-yard gain, and it turns into a nearly 70-yard play as he gallops past the Patriots and cuts it back down to the 10-yard line. And they, of course, do use their last timeout with 34 seconds to go.
Weiss has worked with a short field. And now looking to the corner of the end zone to Aguilar, and that's a touchdown, Philadelphia.
Nick Foles, he's just going to throw this jump ball, recognizes the back is turned by Daryl Morris. Throw that ball up there, and Aguilar times it perfectly, going and catching it off the back of number 23, Morris.
The 2 seasons prior to being the Atlanta head coach, he was the defensive coordinator for the Seahawks. Brought a lot of those principles here. Winston, nice job to avoid the blitzing. Keanu Neal now launches one, and it is caught for a touchdown by Mike Evans.
Keanu Neal on a blitz. Watch Winston step up by time and give Mike Evans a 50-50 opportunity, and Evans snatches it. Working right down the middle of the field against number 37, Ricardo Allen, and that's one of the very few down the field completions you have seen this season against the Falcons. But that man Evans.
For 5 wide. What will they do? 3rd and goal. He lobs it over the top, and it is reeled in
What a catch by Bryant for the touchdown.
Going to see Martavis Bryant right here. He's got Gilmore in his face. Come across the field, be shallow, and Ben floats it way over. And he holds that left, see that left wrist holding his hand down?
And now Manning on third down, great protection, and throws a pick right into the arms of Ronald Darby. And Darby still on his feet, spinning, running, still down the sideline, and finally dragged down.
Darby never gets out of his back pedal or never gets pressed. He actually has a better break on the ball than does Roger Lewis. He's going to run a route for Roger Lewis, breaks in front of him, and tremendous effort of getting the ball down the field, becoming a running back. We just talked about it. If you're struggling, if you're dead, if things aren't happening, somebody needs to step up and make a play for the playoff-bound Eagles. Darby does. Huge interception, creating field position for this Eagle offense.
Accept the kick. Chris Jones. And he's going to run with it. And he has a ton of room. And Chris Jones, he's done this before, out at the 48-yard line.
And one of the things, when you see two deep returners back there, you know there's only so much they can do up front and still cover on the outside. That time they saw the loop coming around and just take off. And for the Dallas Cowboys, this is a must-have-it game. And that is some call there by Jason Garrett.
3rd and 10. 4 in the pattern for Stafford. Buying time, looking for somebody coming with him. Launching it deep downfield. Jump ball. Oh, man, Marvin Jones, how do you do? Oh, what a play.
But you let him get outside, he takes the big shots. But come on, look at this. Going up high, high point, pulling it down. Defender sitting back there going, this one's mine, Eddie Jackson. But Marvin Jones, and you'll see Matthew Stafford do this all the time. He trusts his guy that he's going to put it up when they're in one-on-one situation and believes they're going to get it or no one's going to get it.
Newton keeps, was looking for Olsen. That wasn't there. Now throws to the back. It is juggled and incomplete to Mir Byrd.
Never even plays the ball. He immediately turns and looks at Byrd, and as you see, Byrd had a chance, and he's then on the line when he finally secures it. But you're going to see Clinton Dix, he's out in front, and when this ball is cut loose, he immediately just turns to the receiver.
Here he goes, 3rd down play. Fakes the spike, still has it, now fires, and it's intercepted! It's intercepted to save the game!
You have to throw a fade right there, Ben. There's too many people inside.
That was Rowe who batted it into the air, and Harmon who grabbed it.
Rowe comes up with that right there. And Rowe's the guy who gave up the long play. And to come back and make that play and save the game.
Cat and mouse game between he and Kuechly here.
Rodgers steps through. Throws Cobb. Room to run. Randall Cobb cuts back. What a run! Touchdown!
Good to see him get up off the turf. He scrambles, he moves up, he goes down, and Cobb, as he's running that shallow crossing route, they just cut him loose. And then he makes a heck of a run after the play. You see right there, Kevon Seymour.